Hi, it's Tina from Ideas and Embellishment, and I watched this morning, it's day 12, and I watched, let's see, let me just look at my calendar. So, because I have it printed out, but it's tiny. So, today, day 12, is Janet Schmidt, and I really liked her video. So I am going to do something similar, and that's what we do. We do something similar, maybe. Or you can follow exactly the way. I don't know. I was just inspired. She used this background from Tracy Fox. I never thought of using a yellow, but, you know, hey, why not? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to make, she made a big ticket. She's making a ticket box, yeah, I'm still in my bathrobe, y'all. I find it's easier to craft in the mornings when my little girl isn't, I need a bigger cutter, is being a good girl and just kind of hanging out. She's, get my bigger cutter. As she gets older, she doesn't sleep as much. So it used to be I could go, I could make, she would sleep, like she'd go to sleep, but now she's like, no, I'm not going to sleep. So I have made use of the playpen yet again. So she made a ticket. My bag, let's see, my box, my bag, my box, my bag. I don't want it to be too big, so I'm gonna make it about 6 inches tall. It seems like a very good idea. And I'm not exactly sure, but she did it, like I said, she did it a little differently. And I love this paper. It's kind of cool. So I'm going to make this about, I'm going to do about 4 inches wide. So I'm going to do 8. Nine. I'll do something weird. No. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's go with 8. Because I need to make a hinge. This is going to be folded in half. Maybe I want it smaller. Yeah, I do. All right, I'm glad. I don't want it that wide. I'm going to do it 3. Is 3 a good width for a tag? Let's do 3.5. Okay. 3.5 is a good width, I think, for a tag. So I'm going to fold this in half. And make sure it needs to be, it probably would have been a good idea to use my scoreboard, but I didn't, so. I didn't. Why didn't I? I don't know. I did not. So and then I'm going to make this into a tag, because I want mine to be a tag instead of a ticket. I want it to be a tag instead of a ticket. And then, so also what I want to do, let's see, this is probably, is I'm going to measure this 5 1/4. So I'm going to do the 5 1/4 because I want to make a hinge to put on my thing, but I want it to be both sides. It's going to be, maybe I should use fabric, or see, I don't think this will work. think I might need to use fabric, or maybe make it bigger. Let's see, 5¼ because I'm gonna have to, here, you know, maybe if I made this out of paper it would be thinner. I don't know, I'm thinking, y'all. Think. I want a hinge. So I'm gonna make this about 1¼ inch like that. Like so. I'm gonna get my baby scoreboard. I have to put you up. You can start fussing. Yes. And I think that's enough of a hinge. I think what I can do is maybe just use one portion. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm saying. So I will I will glue this together, and I will put this, I will cut this off. Y'all like, what is she doing? Well, I don't want I want to make like a little hinge, but I don't want the hinge to be so thick. So I can glue this down and then put this in here and close it like this so it will open like that. And that's what I'm going to do. So first things first, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll take this off. Y'all, it is cold. It is cold outside. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad. At least, you know, I don't mind it being cold as long as the wind's not blowing. You know, it seems like when the wind blows, it's just cold. It just goes right through you. Like yesterday, I did all my running around, and it was, the sun was shining. It was beautiful, but man, that wind would whip right through you. So if you want to see what I'm getting inspired by, then you can go to the calendar below and look at Janet's video. It's very cool. And so I was just kind of like, I want to do something like that. So, but of course, you know, mine's just different, but the same, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, that's going to be that. And then I need to take this and I'm going to glue it shut. And I want to glue it shut. So, whoops, I got glue on my thing, on my cutter. Tina, you're going to glue down your cutter. Okay, now let me do that. Okay. And, oh, I got some more glue on my cutter. Well, such is the life of a crafter. Getting glue on your cutter. Now, I did not cut out stuff. Because I was kind of like, I did a little prep work, but I know usually my videos are so short these days because because it's simple. Well, it's not hard. So it goes pretty fast. This was going to be a little more complicated because it's a double-sided. And I think this is cool. And I did get in my bigger, Oh, you know what I did? I know. What did she do? I glued these two together. Is it this side or that side? I need to I guess it doesn't really matter. It can go like this or like this. Can't believe I did that. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just go with it. Although it would have been cooler if it was in the middle, but I don't think I can get that apart now. Art glitter glue isn't very forgiving. Maybe. Maybe. Watch it. No, it's going to rip. All right, we're not going to do that. It's going to be okay. I'll just put it right there. You'll be able to see it. I think I'll put it on the front, actually. Why not? Yeah, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to make it like this so it, I don't know, just look a little. So, big mistake. It's okay. It's okay, because we're going to cover most of that up anyway. And why not? It's a junk journal. I'm going to make sure that folds down good. Yay. Yay. And cut a little bit of that off. And a little bit. Nice and nice. You won't be able to see that a whole lot anyway. You won't be able to see much of that, I guess. I should have. It would have been better. I guess I could do it over, but nah. Okay. So that'll be the front. So on the back, what we have is this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to cut this down to about, let's see, I think maybe 2.5. 2.5. Right like that. Okay, and then I am going to trifold this. This is what she did. She did this. This is what she did. She did the same thing. So I'm following her on this part. And so what you have is a little envelope. Now, I don't know how to get this so it's the same size without folding it. I don't know, y'all. I could eyeball it, I guess. Let's see, I want it to be that close. It's kind of close. That close. So what she did is she had it here. I don't need it that big. I am going to cut it down a little bit more. No, I don't think it matters. My things are not the same. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to ink around it. Now what she did is she had it as a envelope and she had things stuffed into it. But that's not what I want to do. I want this, I'm going to use this as journaling space. Kind of like a Corey thing. So I want it to be able to fold out like this. So I want to put, I'm not going to worry about too much about the whiteness in here, because you really won't see it until you open it up. And I'm going to go around here with some ink just to kind of grunge it up a little bit. Kind of, because that'll be cool looking. Okay. She used brads to close it. I'm not going to do that. I am going to use a piece of Velcro to close it up like that. And what I might do, another thing I was thinking about doing because it's so cute, is getting one of these little pieces, yeah, like this says Fragile Handle with Care. I'm going to put that right there so you'll know that that it opens. Well, I don't know it opens, but everybody know it opens. I just had these from an old kit, so I'm going to put that right there on the bottom. Right there on the bottom. They're also, like, there's a big one. You can also use, like, one of the little labels from the kit. That's cute. Oh, also, too, I printed out these little things. So, these are the numbers and the smaller size. And then she has these back things. So that's kind of cool. I wonder if I can find, you know, something like that would work too. Just one of these things from the kit. I thought that was kind of neat. But I think I'm just going to glue this on there. So, like so. Then I'm going to get me a piece of Velcro out of the box. I have a box. And I have Velcro. Put some Velcro right there. And then the way I do it is I just put it right there and then I close it. And then you got it right there. There, like, ta-da. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and scoosh this down a little bit so it'll be a little flatter. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it on 3 sides so I can put it right here and I can put something on top of it if I want to. Okay, that's cute. So next we have a folder that goes on the bottom here. And you can put all kinds of stuff, but see, it's long. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to, where's my pencil? Here's a pencil. Just about there. I'll cut that out. And I have another one. Then I can use my large like that. Ink around it. And you're not going to see that inside, really. But I'd like to put something on the inside, like as a backing. Because this is where I'm going to put my pictures. And put my pictures in this thing. So I was thinking about maybe figuring out something that I could put on the inside that wouldn't be too thick, maybe. So I do have this envelope, which is kind of the same thing. I don't know if it won't fit though. But yeah, it won't fit unless I cut this down. I could cut this down a little bit. It doesn't have to be that big. If I cut it down a little bit, I could maybe get it. So let's see. I'd have to cut this down to be 5 inches. And right now it is 6 1/4. Let me see how much that would be. I wanted to do that. So actually, you know, I have this piece. I'm just going to use that. Let's do that. Let's just cut these out. Let's cut these out. And I'm going to go around the edges. Like that. It's not exactly, yeah, it's not exactly the same. I don't know. I think maybe what I need to do is use my scissors because it's not the same as the, do you know what I mean? It's a little bit bigger. I don't want it to look funny. So I'm going to go around the edges like that. So they will be the same. And then I need to do the same thing with these. It's kind of close, really. So anyway, so I have a doctor's appointment this afternoon just to check up. Hopefully, it's close enough. Hopefully it'll be okay. I'll just complain. I'll just be a complainer. I'll be like, I'm a complainer. Okay, and I might have to, let's see what we got here. It's kind of cute. I can do that. I can deal with that. Okay. Why not? So, I like this one. This is going to be cute. So I have these, and then what I have here is pictures of my grandson and his dog, Asher. This is the doggy that got sick. So I have, let's see, these are 2.5 by about 2.5. So I'm going to make these. I'm going to use the cutter if I can find it. Let me get this out. 2 by 2, if I can get it to where. So if I can get it to where, let's see, where's the 2 right there. So we're going to have to put him over like this. 2, 2. Won't be cutting off too much of my grandson's face. I'm going to go ahead and here. Whoops. 2 by 2. So there's that. And this is when Asher was a baby. He was a puppy. So he has grown. He was very, very sick. He had something called leptospirosis. I don't know if any of you have heard of that, but, oh man, I screwed up. Oh well, that's fine. But it is a bacteria that is passed through wildlife. So if, just, and the only reason I'm saying this is because most of the time breeders will not, if you buy your dog from a breeder, they won't vaccinate for it, because sometimes it can cause a reaction in the dog, and they want people to be there. But like we had Piper, my little Piper, we had her vaccinated, and you have to have 2 shots, and the second shot made her really sick. But you know, I took her back to the doctor, and he gave her something to keep her from throwing up, and she was good as rain. So anyway, so my daughter, a long time ago, she used to breed dogs, and so she never vaccinated for it. And her friend was talking, they were talking about it, and they're like, neither one of them, both of them were dog breeders, because she's in like a circuit, like, you know everybody that does it. And especially if you're breeding the same kind of dogs, because they kind of like, do breedings together and stuff. So I wonder if this needs to have a little bit of light around it. You think? I don't know. Like that white that I had, maybe. I think I'll do that. But so anyway, they don't really breed. She said, anyway, what I was saying is that they both had talked about it, and neither one of them had ever, they're like, I have been breeding dogs for years. I've never vaccinated for that, and never had a dog get sick. Never, ever. And so, but evidently right now it's getting to the point where it is kind of becoming really prevalent around our area. And I noticed on Facebook that a couple of people had one lady was warning about it. And like we had taken Asher to the emergency vet, and they didn't even test for it until she says, well, this is probably really rare, but we could test for it. It might be leptospirosis. I'm like, I've never heard of that. She goes, yeah, it's really rare. I doubt that's what it is, but that's what it was. And basically the dog just stops eating, and they start throwing up. They stop eating. And by the time you take them to the vet, their kidneys are shut down. So I saw a couple people on Facebook saying that her dog was really sick. And then a couple other people said, wow, that's the same symptoms my dog had before the vet said we had to put him down. And that's what the vet, when I went to the vet when I took Asher to the vet, the first vet we took him to, that's what they said. They said, you need to put him down. He's suffering. He's in pain. His kidneys are shutting down. All of his, he's not going to make it. Never. So, I'm going to put this down here. So I told my daughter, I'm like, the vet wants to put him down. And she's like, no. She's like, I'm not doing that to my son. He loves this animal, and we're not doing that. So we're not going to do that. So, so she took him to a different vet. I need to find something to go on here because it's cute. And the vet, she begged him. She's, please, it's my son's baby. Please, please treat him. And the vet's like, well, it's very unlikely that he will live, but we will try. Oh wait, I had this one. So he said it's very unlikely the dog will make it. The dog's probably not going to make it, but I'll try. So not like that. Ooh, maybe Santa Claus. Do the like the Santa Claus. So he agreed to keep the dog, and I had already spent like this other place, this other vet. They basically, it was an unbelievable amount of money, to just have him go in there, just to walk in there. And this is like an emergency. It wasn't an emergency. It's like a walk-in clinic. And, oh, that's cute. I could do that maybe. Oh, here's another Santa. And, so it cost so much money. And then when we went to the other vet, my daughter paid for it. Oh, I like that. That's kind of pretty. My daughter paid for it. And, so, you know, she paid for then she said she was out of money. And she wanted him to stay one more day. So I coughed up the money and let him stay one more day. So, so then she brought him home, and I think I like that. Or should I do the Santa Claus? So then she took him home to her house, because the thing with this stuff is that people can catch it, you know? It's zoomorphic. I think that's what they call it. So people can catch it. So it's, and it's extremely contagious, because if it is, that's kind of pretty too. It's, like I said, it's passed through urine. So if your dog has it and he urinates somewhere and another dog steps in it and licks his feet, he can get it. Yay. He or she can get it. So really scary stuff. So anyway, what am I doing? I'm looking for something. And so anyway, my daughter, I'm sitting here looking through stuff while I'm talking to y'all. That would be pretty. So she took him home, finally took him home. All of us scared to death. Seriously scared to death, because we're all, like, I'm 65. I don't want to catch this stuff. It causes kidney failure. Then, I mean, literally scary stuff. So, I think I like the birds right here. I think I like the birds right there. So, you know, I didn't want him in my house. I'm like, I don't want him in my house. And of course I had my puppy. So I was like, I can't have him here. I don't know, which do you like? This one or this one? I think the birds. I think I'll do the birds. So I didn't want him in my house because I had the brand new puppy. So then we had to have all the dogs vaccinated. And my daughter took Asher to her house, and he wouldn't eat. You know, it makes them really lethargic. He was on antibiotics for 3 days, and he came home and he wouldn't eat. So she started, I don't know if you guys are interested in this or not, but I'm talking and it's like, whatever. So she started taking, she boiled what do you call it? Chicken. She boiled chicken, like chicken thighs, chicken whatever. All right, she used these trees, and I'm going to use the trees too, because I thought that was a really cool idea. I'm going to cut the trees out. So anyway, so she boiled chicken broth, and she put it in a syringe. She got a big syringe, and she force-fed it to him every hour. And I mean, she had a baby. I mean, she's got my baby granddaughter. So she was like, you know, she just did that. She was determined. She force-fed this dog every hour, chicken broth. And then she would cut up the pieces of chicken once he started, and he was keeping it down, but she was feeding him just whatever fat, whatever, like every hour. And so then she started cutting up chicken and shoving it in his mouth. I know that's weird, but she did. And so she was cutting up chicken and shoving it in his mouth, and just determined. So he was keeping the chicken. At first he would get sick, but she would get the chicken, and he was still on. She was giving him antibiotic pills, and so he was on that for a few days. So she kept doing that, and I kind of like the other one. For, like a couple of weeks, she was doing that. I mean, she was determined. And after about 2 weeks, she was so excited. She called me up and she said, because she was keeping food, like baby food and just anything that was soft on his stomach. She was keeping that in the, inside the, in his crate, so that he would eat if he ate, So she called me up one day, so excited. She goes, "You can believe this? Asher just ate. He just ate on his own. He just ate food on his own." And I was like, "That's awesome." So she said, "I think he's out of the woods." So she took him to the doctor. The doctor wanted to see him. So she took him to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "I can't believe this." He says, I knew this dog was going to die." He goes, "I can't believe you have performed a miracle, young lady." And she certainly did. She certainly performed a miracle. So anyway, that is the story of our dog, Asher. So they got these things like that. I want Santa Claus. I was thinking about this guy, but I don't like him. I also could use, oh, you know what? I think I might want to use one of these little girls in front of the tree. I think she's so cute. And then there's this one. She might be better. She's little. I think I'm going to use that instead of the thing. And also, I'm going to get a piece, some kind of washi tape. I'm going to use this stuff, because I want to go across the bottom like that. And because so anyway, that's the story of my daughter and Asher. And he is fully recovered now. Just a big old stupid dog. I don't know. I mean, he's not stupid really. But I mean, if you guys have ever seen a doodle, he is an Aussie doodle. His father was an Australian Shepherd. His mother's a poodle. And if you've ever seen an Aussie doodle, they are doofuses. Seriously, doofuses. He is the biggest doofus I've ever seen. He is so funny. He when he runs, he kind of like throws his paws down, and he's all fluffy and big and friendly, and he loves my grandson. Loves him. He hears him come home in the afternoon, and he will not be quiet. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just layering these Christmas trees. She did this. I'm not sure which ones she used. I'm just kind of layering them, kind of like she did. I like the look of it, so I like it. She used a picture of a duck. She liked the duck. I'm not a duck fan. Not a fan of the duck. But I do like this little girl right here. So I think I might stick her right there. And then the 12 will go right here. Put that right there. Let's stick it right in the middle. Actually, I'm going to put it down a little bit like that. And I'll have her standing on it. She's cute. I don't know, do we want this one or this? I think she's too big. I think I'm going to use the little one. Anyway, so if you have a place, this is just saying, if you have a place where your dogs go out and you have wildlife around your area, you probably want to get your dog vaccinated. It's just, and I think it's because, you know, wildlife is getting closer, if that makes sense. There's just not a lot of room for them to go anymore. Just not. So I'm gonna take a couple of these little things, and I like this one. And cut them out and put them on the top. That's what she did, and I thought it was kind of cool looking. Not sure I like, maybe I need to put something there, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Just something like that. And then I'm going to put a couple of these little things in there. Just because to give it a little something something. Get this one too. I like this one too. Actually, I really like, see, I'm being silly. I really like this little tiny blue one right here. Of course, I would want the one right in the middle. I'll take this one. There's so many ways you can use this kit, so. Anyway, this has been a long one. I've talked my ear off. Talked y'all's ears off. It's been a long, long day. And then I'm going to put I think I'm going to put a thing. It's Christmas. I like that. Yeah, this one's cute. I like it. And so, and I did. And now that my desk is a mess, so now I need to find my next, put this up. Whoops, okay. This up. Oh wait, I need that. So this was yesterday. And this is today. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue this down and it will go like that. So I'm going to glue this down right here. What a great idea, Janet Schmidt. I like it. And then here, my grandson. And I can journal on this thing and talk about Asher and how sick he was. Maybe. There. Make sure it's straight. There, as always, thank you for the inspiration. I love it. So, yay. So, I think it's Christmas. Yeah, I like it. Maybe I want a sentiment right here on top of this too. Let's see. Maybe. Or does it need one? It may not even need one, but this just says Yuletide. Yeah, why not? It's so nice because sometimes I don't know. It's like, what am I going to make? And then it's so neat to be able to watch some of these other people and they have all these great ideas. And then you can go, oh, hey, I could just kind of go with that and do something with it. So okie doke. Okie dokie pokey. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. And until next time, I'll see you later.